Um, I want to call this one Manifesting Your Life in Nature as a Partner and a Guide. Last night I had a group of young people here. We're in the middle of this COVID 19 virus. We were sitting out on the deck of my gallery and I was talking to them. They're all about 17, 16, 17, 18, somewhere in there. And I was thinking to myself, and I asked them the question, what do you guys think? I mean, you're at this age where you're about to leave home and go off and make your life. It almost brought tears to my eyes because I thought, man, what do they think when they hear the news every day that, about all the difficulties and problems with racial inequality in our country? Recently we witnessed this man literally murdered. We saw it. I mean, when I grew up, you didn't see stuff like that. Um, Constantly hearing about how our Earth, global warming is coming and is here, and how our Earth is in trouble. You can pick up any headline in any nature magazine and see that 1 million animals are on the verge of extinction. The coral reefs are disappearing before our very eyes. The oceans are warming. The, the Arctic is disappearing. It's melting. The permafrost, it's melting. Oil dumped all over the Arctic by the Russians just recently, 600,000 gallons, or million gallons, I think, actually. 600 million gallons. The dictator in South America is burning the rainforest. This is common stuff. You hear it every day, right? And then you hear that it's all going to happen. And I ask these young people, what do you think? I mean, you're supposed to go off. I say to them, you're supposed to go off and go to college or not go to college and educate yourself and get a life, make money, buy a house or live in a house, get an apartment, make a family, have children, find a job, all the things we all have to do. Do something with your life, right? With this burden hanging over you. And I asked them, and most of them couldn't really tell me. I think they kind of check out sometimes, or they were kind of shy about it. But I know from talking to them, it's like a huge weight. Now, when I was that age, we had a weight too. I remember. I remember we were growing up. We had the Vietnam War, and I remember, and I started crying when I told them this in my talk yesterday with them. When we were in high school, we thought we were going to be drafted into the Vietnam War, and we thought we were going to die. I would sit around with my friends, and I had some good friends, and we thought that this was it, our last few years on life. Chances are we were going to go to the war and die because we had friends and family and people we knew who had died in the war. It was in the late 60s, early 70s. And then high school ended and the war ended, and my number for drafting came up high, and I didn't get drafted, and neither did my friends, and we just missed the war. And we jumped off into the environmental movement and started to make our life, right? But I feel for these kids today. They are literally living in the most important time in human history, where all that we know and love is going to change, and that somehow or another they've got to find their way in this. So this talk is about manifesting your life. How do you literally create your life? And so what I said to them was, think of your life as like a masterpiece painting. And you don't want to give your brush away to just anyone. You have the brush. You need to actually create your life, I said. Create your life like a masterpiece painting. And I say a masterpiece because you've got to love yourself. You've got to respect yourself enough to be willing to create your life into a beautiful thing, a beautiful being. And that means dealing with the ups and downs and craziness of life, and the ups and downs and craziness of this world that they are emerging into, and that they are going to have to choose as they create their masterpiece life. How are they going to live within it, and what are they going to do? And I said to them, you have a choice. You can either be a taker or a leaver. You could be someone who leaves the world better, who works in a way that makes life better for every living being, or you can be a taker. You can just go for the money, go for the power, take and take and take, and whatever happens, not your problem. And I said 95% of all people are that, takers. Only about 5%, I think, really truly make a difference. And I also said, and I know this sounds brutal, I said about 95% of all people, I wouldn't trust them. They're going to go with the flow, and that means if they can get something and somebody gets hurt or something gets used up or wasted, if you can take the good path or the bad path, they're going to go with whatever's easiest for them. But there's 5% that are gems. People who live through kindness, people who live through love, people who live through the power of believing that life is special, and that they can make a difference, and they live in a way where they honor other beings by how they live. They do the right thing. Okay? They have like a code of honor to live their life by. They live through gratitude, through blessings, through integrity, through respect for all things, including themselves. This is commitment, another word that's so powerful. Empathy, feeling what others feel, and that means others from the tiniest insect to the largest animal and every person you meet, living through empathy. People who dedicate their lives to living in a good way. That's what you want to be. That's how you want to live. That's the right way to be. And you have to create that, manifest your life into that. And that means that every day you wake up, you commit to living in a good way, and you go out and you do it. And at the end of the day, you look back and you go, is the world better because I've been here? In fact, I've often thought, one of my mentors, when my uncle said to me, son, he said, son, when you die, what you want to be able to do is if you can have all the people you love surrounding you when you pass on into the spirit world, you want to be able to look them in the eye and say, is the world better because I was here? Is this planet better because I was here? Did you touch other living beings and make their lives better? And I know I can say that now. And I think that's really important. And it doesn't come from ego. It comes from this pure place of heart of really loving and caring and wanting to make things better. That's a huge deal. So I want you to think about that and think about as you manifest your life, some simple things to think about are like, do something that you love. And we live in a capitalistic society, at least in my country, if you're getting this in America, we have to make money to live, right? To pay for basic needs. So try to do something that you love. And try to build a good relationship with money. Don't come at it from a power place. Money is another type of energy, really. And learn how much you need and be wise with it. Don't let money run your life. You run your own life, okay? Don't let your ego run your life. You run your life. Your ego wants you to constantly look good and impress people and be powerful. Let your actions speak, not your ego. In manifesting your life, you're looking at it from different levels. You look at it from a health level, respect. Keep your body healthy. So you can climb those mountains, right? You can swim those rivers. Keep your body healthy. Keep your mind healthy. Educate yourself. Read, study, ask questions. Be curious. There's great power in that. And that will help you to navigate the world. Do the work that matters. Find work that matters and do it well. One of the things I told the kids was, if I could give you just one thing, I would say, learn to work hard and learn to work smart. And don't be the person always complaining about how others don't do this or they don't do that. Be the one getting the job done. And whatever you do, do it well. Whether you're washing the dishes, whether you have a job or you're working in a company or whether you're running your own business, and have respect for work people do. One is not better than the other. No matter what it is, whether you're a waiter, whether you're a computer technician, whether you're a head of a corporation, whatever it is, have respect for a person's job. If the job is done well, it makes the world better, and it doesn't hurt anyone, that's a good job. Manifest your life. I'm going to say it again. Manifest your life. Create it yourself. If you do things that don't work, you do things wrong, then make them right. Clean up the mess. Learn from your mistakes and move forward. Give your best. Always give your best. I'm talking a lot. I'm just going to take a little breath and think, what a wonderful thing to think. First of all, take a breath with me. Whew. What a gift to have life on this earth, right? How often do we just stop and think, my God, I live on this earth. I have this life I can live. What fun I can have. What joy I can have. What things I can do. Take that gift and make it sacred. Change the world forever because you are here. There's nobody that can stop you if you're committed to it. And if you're committed to it and you add to creating your life that you are an earth caretaker, my gosh, there's nothing that'll stop you. So go for it, guys. It's okay to be happy. It's okay to be happy, to be fulfilled. Good luck. I wish you the best. Oh.